What if summer wasn't just about catching your breath, but about redesigning your year? So many of us treat summer like a recovery period. We crash, we reset, and we repeat. And listen, I'm all about sipping those margaritas poolside. We definitely need that. But what if, in addition to that, what if this season wasn't just a pause? What if it was your launch pad for a year that feels lighter, more aligned, and way more energizing? Hey, you guys, I'm Kristen Moore, your host here on the Modern Math Teacher Podcast. And in today's Poolside PD, we are talking about redefining our summer from survival to success, a summer reset plan. Okay. So let's talk about it. You have been surviving all year long. You absolutely deserve a rest, but also you deserve a renewal. Okay. I want us to stop thinking of summer as just a recovery room and start seeing it as a place for reinvention. This is a time where absolutely I want you to completely unplug, unwind, relax, rejuvenate, be with your family, enjoy your loved ones, get out to that pool, okay? But I also want you to start thinking about what you can do to come back even better than ever. This is your chance to reset your systems, your routines, your mindset, not just your summer at home project to do list, okay? You don't need a total overhaul. It's not what I'm saying. You just need a few small intentional shifts that help you design the kind of math class that you actually want to teach in, that you're excited to go back for in August or September when you return to the classroom. So let's talk about some of these summer reset rituals that you can do. Here are a couple of my favorite really light lift summer resets that you can do anytime anywhere. So you can do them on the pod while you're listening to a podcast, you can do them when you're sitting next to the pool, you can do it while you're sitting on the park and your kids are playing and you're watching them on the swings. Whatever it is, these take just a few quick minutes out of your day. You can write these things down in a journal if you want. You can do it from your phone, but here are three different reset rituals I want you to incorporate this summer. Number one is just visioning. Again, this is great to do if you're out on a walk, if you're sitting by the pool, if you are out with your kids. Okay. I want you to think, what do you want your classroom to feel like next year? I don't care what you want it to look like. Pinterest perfect rooms are fantastic. And goodness knows we're all going to be hit with some scroll stopping classroom setups on Instagram. But I want you to think about, what should my classroom feel like? Not what should it look like? What should it feel like? What do I want my students to feel and experience when they are in my class? And how can I design a system that is going to be set up to sustain that kind of feeling all throughout the school year? Okay. So, a quick visioning, again, jot it down in your notes app, give yourself a quick voice memo, anything like that. Okay. So, first up, set the vision. What is it that you want next year to be? If you were to design your ideal classroom, what would you want it to feel like? Okay. Next up, let's talking about batching, because this is absolutely something you can do at any time, and it's just going to make your workload and your future self a little bit more more excited and feel at ease because past you has already thought of some things. So for me, I like to do this when I'm sitting out on my deck, in enjoying the sunshine. I can see my kids in the backyard or they're down in the pool. You can go ahead and batch some of these things. You can pre-plan your warm-ups, okay? You can pre-plan anchor activities like we mentioned in episode 110. Again, I'll link to that. You can batch your student routines that you want to work on. When are you going to teach those? A little prep now is going to equal a lot less stress in August or September. So think about, what are some things, some low lift things that you can batch right now, have ready to go, so that August, September you is so happy and at ease and can focus really then on just making connections with the students and getting that feeling that you just envisioned a few minutes ago. Okay. Also, let's do a quick systems check. What are some systems that maybe need a little bit of an overhaul? Is your lesson planning process working for you? Is it good? Is it streamlined? Are you happy with the way that you're designing the lessons? Or is there something you can do to simplify that process? What's something in your classroom that needs to be simplified? What needs to be automated and what needs to be dropped? Okay. So start thinking about these things. And again, you can work through these from basically anywhere this summer. That's what I like about this, because you're just saying, like, okay, my grading of papers, I definitely need to rethink how I do that because that took me too much time. Passing back of papers, that takes so much time, but at the beginning of the year, it helps me learn their names. So when do I want to make that transition? And what is that transition going to look like? So that it can be automated and dropped off of my plate. Okay. So start thinking about these things. What were those kind of time sucks in your teaching life, in your administrative teaching life, right? Like the grading, the assessing, the feedback, the passing back of work, the clerical things. What are those kinds of things that you can go ahead and simplify or streamline? Okay. You can keep this super simple. You can do all of this in like a Google Doc, on a planner page. In 1 hour of intentional thinking, you can really change your whole shift and get yourself ready for fall. And again, all of this can be done from the lounge right out there, lounge chair, sitting poolside in the sun, dreaming and resetting and envisioning your best future. Okay. So let's be real, you guys. I always want to keep it real with you. You don't have to build your entire classroom from scratch this summer. That is not at all what I want for you. But I want you to think about, what if you picked one area to rest and one area to dream again? Rest might look like leaving school emails on unread, saying no to overcommitting, saying no to summer school, and reclaiming your evenings as time for you to engage with your family and not with your work life. Okay. Dreaming, on the other hand, could look like imagining how you might finally make math real, relevant, rigorous without working yourself into the ground. Okay. You don't have to hustle to grow, but you do have to make space for something new. And that's what I want you to know. You have permission to both rest this summer and to dream this summer. So let's set a bold, but maybe like gentleish goal for July. July is coming up real fast. Here's going to be the framework for this goal setting for us. Bold. I want it to be something that moves the classroom experience towards the classroom experience that you really want. What is one big, bold thing that you are dreaming of that you want to have happen in your classroom? But let's be real. Okay, let's keep this gentle. What's realistic for your energy and capacity in this season? Okay. So, some examples might be you finally want to revamp one unit or one project. Fantastic. You can be bold with doing that and also gentle with yourself in doing it in pieces, doing what you can, using AI to work smarter, not harder. Okay. You could try batching 5 warm ups or creating a warm up routine using AI to help you automate that, and then generating a whole bunch of them for yourselves. Again, using that automated process so that you're ready to go. Okay. Test out AI lesson planning tools with just one standard. It's like, if you do nothing else, that's a really great, bold goal to get comfortable with AI. That's a gentle lift because you can do it from the convenience of your phone. Okay. Or maybe you want to outline your back to school anchor activity. I know anchor activities are like chef's kiss, the best way to launch a unit. And so maybe you want to make sure that your back to school anchor activity just like knocks it out of the park. So again, plan that one big activity and then intentionally think about how are you going to thread back to that throughout the unit that you do. Remember, you guys, you don't have to do everything. Just start with something that matters to you and moves you towards that vision, that dream math classroom that you have. This summer can be the start of that transformation, not just a pause between your two teaching school years. I want you to give yourself permission to rest, to refocus, to reset, and to come back fully rejuvenated and ready to go. All right, you guys. Now, if you do write your own summer math reset goal, take a screenshot of the episode and share it with me on Instagram or your stories with what your goal is going to be. I want you to tag me so that I can cheer you on. I'm at More Than Just X on Instagram. I'll reshare a few to help inspire other math teachers just like you. All right, guys, that's it for this episode. Until next time, keep resetting yourselves, keep refreshing, keep rejuvenating, and as always, keep it real.